Welcome to Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Daryl.
Sir, yes,
What's
sir. Yes.
happening? What's happening?
What's going on with you, baby boy? What's happening?
Ain't nothing to it, man. Y'all like, comment,
That's right.
share, subscribe every Friday, 6 p.m. Military Broadcast Radio, mbradio.us.
Yep.
Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Daryl. Y'all check us out. Facebook, us talking. I know y'all be looking for man talk, but it's us talking. That's what it is. And
Yeah.
then uh, uh, YouTube. Y'all know YouTube
Yeah.
is Man Talk
We said
133,
us. We said us talking.
mantalk133.com. Y'all got it all. Instagram. We basically all our stuff is Man Talk 133.com. Other than Facebook, that's us talking. Just look for the logo. Y'all see us.
Mhm.
Y'all can
Yep.
find us if y'all want to. Now for real. Now they've been, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, though. They've been rocking out the views, the
Yeah, man.
subscribers, and all that, the participation, man. We appreciate it, y'all. We really
No
do
doubt.
appreciate it,
No
man.
doubt.
For real. For real though, dog. So,
Hmm.
we talked earlier, a little earlier about
Hmm.
success,
Hmm.
suffering and success.
Hmm.
And I after we had a little conversation, I kind of had like a little kind of different take on it, kind of sort of, because I guess
Okay.
the premise is more so like, hey, you going through and you by yourself and you suffering in the success. But
Hmm.
what if we looked at it from a perspective of you get the success,
Hmm.
and then you while you in I guess while you in the building the success, you're
Hmm.
suffering, because we talked about like
Hmm.
how they get the success,
Hmm.
and then they once they get to the top, everybody leave them or however way it
Right.
pill out. Because you think about it, man, most people when they going growing their businesses and stuff like
Hmm.
that, they already suffering. Soon as you say I want to start a
Yeah.
business,
Yeah. You talking about the building aspect of
yeah,
it?
all level, all the way up, yeah,
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 because it's always in the building aspect of it, there's always gonna be some setbacks.
always,
Always like you're gonna be taking, oh man, I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving. It's like you're gonna take 3 steps forward,
boom, setback,
setback. You're going all the way back to zero.
all the way back, dog,
Now moving, moving, moving. I'm up 2 steps and you back to zero.
back to
So,
zero.
like you said, you know, that's gonna be you're gonna be struggling in your success right there, in the beginning
Yeah,
stages. Like you already said, once you decide to say you're gonna, create a business,
look out.
look out right then.
I'm trying to, you know what? I just, I try to be a little structured on the radio side,
Yeah.
but this ain't the radio side. So I'm gonna tell y'all now, we're gonna be all over.
Yeah, yeah,
We're gonna
that's what
be.
I'm saying.
I ain't gonna talk about like. I'm talking about success too. But I'm saying, all right. For example, you
Yeah.
heard people say,
Mm-hmm.
um, "It's lonely at the top."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They always say it's lonely at the top.
Right.
I look at it like this: it's only lonely at the top if you don't take nobody with you. If you
Yep.
being lonely at the top to me is a selfish aspect. Let me put it
Yep.
that way.
Right.
Because if you training people and you equipping your people,
Mm-hmm.
you should have somebody with you
Yeah.
that you done train and you
Yep.
done groom that you can get to the top
Yeah.
with you. To me, if you at the top by yourself, you selfish,
Yep.
dog. I
You see,
just
a
gotta
lot of
say,
cases, people, a lot of you're right. And like you said, the radio show, we are always say, you got to
corporate,
be a
dog.
little bit more corporate, strategic.
Yeah,
You're answering, you could talking and answering
yeah,
questions like
yeah,
CNN or whatever.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? When we in the barber shop.
yeah.
And like I said, with that, what you just said right there about you taking somebody to the top, which most of the time people like, especially like, some of us,
Uh huh.
not me and you or us like per se, but you
I
know how
know
it
what you're
is.
saying. Yeah, us,
When you,
y'all.
cause we on the radio show. We know we on our show now.
Yeah, for sure.
But when we get up to the top, we ain't gonna, like you said, bring somebody with you. We ain't gonna do that
Nope.
because they don't want you to be better than them.
Yeah, and they selfish.
Yeah, they're afraid you're gonna be you become better than them. Like you in the business aspect a
Mm-hmm.
lot. It might be some people that they might not bother with you like that because they know you sharp with the business. They be like, no, I give him a little bit, but I don't want him to be better than me.
And that's sad, ain't it though, dog? Like,
Yep.
so the person that's doing that,
Mm-hmm.
you're suffering in success because you're not really fully like
Mm-hmm.
what profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul, right? You gaining all this knowledge
Right.
and you don't want to share with nobody. You're the one that's suffering,
Right.
not the person. If the person's asking you for information and you don't want to share the information,
Mm-hmm.
you're the one that's suffering. You're successful. You
Mm-hmm.
don't want to help nobody because you selfish and you're
Yep.
suffering in success and you
Yep.
wonder why. Well, it's lonely at the top. You got to be ready for this because it's just
Hey,
let
look.
me ask you this. Now
Mm-hmm.
you would say your pastor is pretty successful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is he at the top by himself? Or he got you? He got
Yeah, he got all the whole congregation. He makes sure our whole congregation is successful. Now, some of them past and present that may not be long there with us no more. I ain't talking about in death. I'm
yeah,
talking about just because they can't stay up under the teaching and the structure
yeah, that
that we have.
structure, accountability.
But everybody that's still with him, like we successful right along with him. He
Why?
said
You
he
just
said
said it.
he said if it ain't working for him, then y'all don't need to be following me.
Think about that now. If he's teaching, you just said it, key, he's showing y'all the way.
Mhm.
If you got all this wisdom and knowledge and you're successful, and I have talked on the other side,
Mhm.
we talked about this before another way, but I'm
Mhm.
talking about if you're telling me that you got all this success and and I'm empty and I'm this and I'm that, I'm just I'm broken and that because it's that's you
Yeah.
because you can find some people
Mhm.
that can fit what you're looking for. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna
Mhm.
start recruiting some young folk, right?
Right.
If you don't trust the old folk,
Right.
get some young people you can start
Yep.
grooming and to be like, a lot of uh people don't think about this. What's
Mhm.
like for a business or a church? What's the
Mhm.
succession plan? Do they got
Mhm.
one in place?
Right.
Because if something happened to the leader and you ain't got nobody in place,
Right.
what happens? Now you
And,
got to feel your way through it.
and see a lot of people, they like to be out front.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's why you like you said you can teach the younger people if you don't want to
Yeah,
teach the older, bring the older people along. How you said that they don't want to bring the younger people because they want to be when they
yeah,
get up in the front on like we talking about church now. They want to be the one in the front on Sunday.
yeah, for sure.
Like that's their only day to shine. They can't shine nowhere else
Yeah,
all during the week, but they gonna come on Sunday so they can shine.
so they can shine, and and
Yeah.
and you and they're actually in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're suffering and just
Mm-hmm.
suffering, not suffering is success. It
Right.
ain't
And
got no success. Ain't nothing successful about a
right.
Sunday only Christian, dog. Not
Right.
nothing at all.
Right. And go back to if I can go back to our church real quick with our pastor. Like, our pastor, he taught us, poured into us, of course he's a successful man.
Yeah,
You
for
know how
sure.
he taught us how to be successful. So he got all the ministry heads. He stayed in the background. Now, when we do stuff still comes, through him, to mean him and the
Yeah,
deacons, the meeting of the church. We still had the meetings for like stuff that got to go on, to keep the church going. And you just ain't gonna have nobody on the sideline
yeah,
making decisions right.
yeah, for
But
sure.
but during that process, you know, every ministry head is tapped. He let them run their ministry. He taught them how to be successful.
Yeah,
Okay, that's your ministry. You run it. You run it. You run it. But when it's all boiled down, it's all us come together. Like when we need to make major decisions.
yeah.
Of course, he's the head. He's gonna be involved in it. But for the most part, he's just like, yo, hey, I taught my people how to do it. Hey, they run it.
Y'all do it, and that's
Yeah.
the approach the business people got to take. Instead
Mm-hmm.
of saying, hey, woe is me. I
Right.
grew this into a multi-billion-dollar business and I ain't
Right.
got nobody with me. And then everybody
Right.
done left me. Let me tell you, this is what I've said before. And you tell me if I'm wrong or not, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm always open for criticism. But I feel
Right.
like you don't make nobody just go off for no reason.
Oh no.
It's a
Mm-mm.
reason why they're going off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just the same thing with business. Nobody just leave you for no reason.
Right.
I personally think that you get high and mighty,
Mm-hmm.
or you're such a micromanager. Now that
Yeah.
you micromanage, people can't do it. You know what, Brad? Look,
Yeah.
this is hey, you
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah. That
I can't do it
micromanager.
no more.
If you got a micromanager, they out. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I mean, I'm out. You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
gone.
A
Hey,
micromanager,
I'm out.
that's man, that's such a headache, man. You got a micromanager
Yeah, bro, you
on
can't.
that's on any level.
Yes, can't do it, dog. And that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So it's not it's not necessarily that there's so much that they're
Mm-hmm.
suffering and success. I would even go as far as say they're causing their own suffering and success
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of times they cause
Mm-hmm.
because you want everything your way. It's
Mm-hmm.
my business, my this, I
Mm-hmm.
did this. And so people get to hear that enough and you
Mm-hmm.
talk down on them enough, you
Right.
micromanage enough that you know what? You're right. It
Right.
is your business.
Right.
I'm out. You
Right.
figure it out. And then now here you go, pole mouth. Well, it was always lonely at the top. No, you made it lonely. Because I can tell
Mm-hmm.
you now, when I go up, you going up. So we're at the
Yeah.
top together. So I don't see how I'm gonna be lonely at the top. I'm
Right.
trying to still figure that out.
Right. Like you said, the cats don't want to bring nobody up with them.
Don't want to do it, dog.
You know
Not
what I'm
at
saying?
all.
Yeah.
Period. And that's
Yep.
that's part of the problem. So, like as far as like I would say us black
Mm-hmm.
businesses. Let me say it. Let me say this to y'all. No disrespect.
Yeah.
Hey, I ain't trying to call no disrespect. I'm just saying y'all gotta learn how
Mm-hmm.
to, especially if you got kids and you in business.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta teach your kids your business. Like, why would
Mm-hmm.
you bring somebody outside
Right.
to train them all your secrets
Right.
and not even teach your kids your secrets? So when you pass away, guess what happened?
Yeah.
The
That's
person you
crazy.
taught take your secrets and go open up their own restaurant.
That's crazy, man. To see, like, since we talking about us in the black community,
Yeah,
that's
go
what I
ahead, Doc.
always say. That's why the white community, we got to bring them to the congregation too. The, the front of the congregation. That's why the white community, a lot of times, they thrive in business
Yeah. And
because
Hispanics.
like you said, Hispanics, like you said, we can
Yeah.
just, like you say, a restaurant, we can use carpentry, we can use
Anything.
roofing,
Yep.
electrician,
Yep.
or heating and air, or whatever. When those guys that's working in those fields like
Uh-huh.
that, they had their little boys out there, 10, 11, 12
Showing
years
them
old,
how to do it.
out there with them. So by the time they get 16, 17, 18, almost out of high school, they got it.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
pass it on. They pass it right on to their children.
And you know what's even crazier about it? When they do go to school,
Mm-hmm.
it's so much more easier because they know how to do it. They've
Yep.
just been doing it without a license. So they
Yep.
know all the stuff. Say they go through class. Now
Yep.
they go what? You got to have X amount of hours when you go work with your parents or whoever
Yep.
for X amount of hours. That's
Mm-hmm.
easy. They
Yep.
already know they've been doing like I said since 10. They've been doing it for 8 years without a
Yep.
license. Just
Yep.
started out. Our problem is in the black neighborhood is like, hey, everybody want to be boss. So
Yeah,
if they
that's
said,
it.
well, hey, look, you start. I just need you to pass me the tools right now. I mean, I ain't pass you no tools, dog. What
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
talking about, dog? I ain't pass no tools, bro. I supposed to be up under the. I supposed to be helping getting the engine out.
Yeah. You right.
I'm not passing no tools.
Right. And
Get
you
him
and
to do it, bro. I ain't,
right.
and they
And not
get downright mad about it.
right. Not realizing, especially like that's why I say where you can put the kids back in it, not
Uh-huh.
realizing when you telling somebody to pass the tools, they'll know what size tool it is, whether it's 3/4, 1/8,
Yep.
whatever they need to go for to this
316.
particular, yeah,
Yep.
to this particular boat or whatever.
Yep.
So you learning on that end too. It's like you learning from, you learning
Yeah.
the basics just by passing the tools. Then once you learn the basics, you got that in your head. You can be like, oh man, I need this 1/8 for this kind of boat right here. I need, like I said, 9/16,
Yeah.
whatever for that.
Yeah.
You got it. You
Yeah.
ain't got to walk around looking like you lost. You know what
Exactly.
you
Hey,
know?
we taking off an alternator.
Yeah.
They already automatically know. Boom.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
And the other dude that's, hey man, I ain't passing out no tool. He got like 8 wrenches up under this. Don't nail
Yeah.
one on work.
We say dog. Hey, we say dog. He got a pair. He got a pair of grip ply
Yeah,
holding
just
up, and he got another. Instead of getting the basics and the foundation,
exactly.
knowing what size socket or wrench, whatever, go to, he can go straight to the toolbox.
And
Boom,
get it
wickle, 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 wickle. Hey,
out
alternator off in
off.
less than 2-3 minutes is off. But like you said, he all up under there. He
He
got
got
to
like
take.
20 wrenches.
Yeah,
He done stripped the
yeah,
boat out trying to
yeah. You right, because
not
he
knowing
want
his metric. Doc. It's a metric. You trying to,
right all because of what you said.
yeah.
We want to be the boss.
We want to be the boss, Doc. And that
Yep.
is one of our biggest problems,
Yeah.
man. And I'm sure it is like that in some other
Mm-hmm.
um nationalities, but it's more for us. I
Yeah.
don't see it. I don't see it in the Hispanic population because I see them,
Yeah.
like they come cut grass.
Yep.
If they got kids or they putting out mulch, they can be 6, 7 years old. They got a shovel,
Mm-hmm.
doing mulch in the wheelbarrows.
Mm-hmm.
Us, doc, some of us. Now it's some
Right.
successful black businesses, but at the same time, it's some businesses that
Mm-hmm.
let's get on it. Let's customer service, y'all. I know we talking about suffering and success, but I told you we weren't gonna stick to the script. I already knew
Oh
that.
no. Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
over here, but I'm just saying, if you're successful, trying to be successful,
Customer service, just throw it all out the window with us.
yeah, you can forget it.
Just got to keep it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I
you.
just had to put that in there real quick. Just throw it out the window when it come to us.
Yes, dog. Like you be like, look, okay, let me try to teach them customer service,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna roll their eyes and smack
Mm-hmm.
their lips and all kind of. Lord have mercy, dog. I knew it. I knew it. Hold on for one sec. Hold on
As
for
soon as
one
you got
sec.
on.
Getting a call. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot I'm recording, dog. Keep on talking, dog. Keep on talking.
Yeah.
Why I answer this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you good, but I was saying that customer service, just throw the whole thing out the window when it come to us, dog.
yeah,
It's
for
what it
real,
is.
for
It's
real.
what it is, bro. It's
Yeah,
what.
and like you said, man, it's just like you kind of try to help them,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like it don't like they don't get it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, the basics is like any job. You start like we're gonna put you on washing dishes first.
Nah, nah,
Nah, we're gonna
nah. We ain't starting up at the bottom.
now
We
put you
we
in
we
the let me
going in. We going in as a shift manager, day
let me
shift.
start in the dish, bro. Let me start in the dishes first. Then you take them back there. Okay, I tell you what. Then see you want to do. I'm gonna let you bust tables, and then as soon as you get out there and drop a big tray in front of everybody and
Right,
stuff all over the floor, you looking like a clown because
right,
you didn't want to learn. It's a certain way you got to hold this when you out there,
right.
and
And
they
see
don't
that.
want to learn the basic stuff.
You see, that's why I say, nah, we got to start off. We shift manager. We 8 to 4 every weekend off.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what we starting out the gate like that.
Yo, man, I'm
Guy
telling
told me,
y'all.
man, why you quit, man? This guy told me, man, he wanted me to wash dishes. I'm like, that's
Washing no
where
dishes,
everybody
bro.
start off with that. That's like you said, that's the foundation.
Yeah. It's just like the military. Most people go in the military, they start out as a private.
Yep,
You're gonna start to work your way up. You're gonna
yep,
get the worst of the worst
yep.
as a private. You're gonna get what it get, and that's it. You know what I'm
That's it.
saying? And but you grow from there. You grow up, you
Mm-hmm.
grow up, you grow up. So I know we supposed to be talking about suffering in success.
But you will be suffering in success though. That
Yeah.
add on to you
Uh-huh.
because if you got your business and you got the customer service that we talking about,
Uh-huh.
bro, you gonna be suffering, dog, cause you ain't gonna, you ain't your business gonna start to,
Yeah.
lacking, dropping
Yep.
or whatever, complaints.
Yep.
So now you got to do all this damage control.
Yep.
So now you might not be able to take the old lady out this weekend because I got to do damage control to keep the company from closing up. Like,
Yeah.
like you say, if you got to just say a donut shop, something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, reason why I threw that out there cause Dunkin Donuts, they be tripping sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? With they customer service. Yeah.
Yeah, so they be bugging out over there,
Yeah,
dog.
man, they be tripping, man. We ain't got no more glaze. Like, what you mean you ain't got no more glaze?
Wow.
Like, ain't y'all doing that shop? Like,
Dog,
what's up?
I got a
You ain't got
story
no
with
more
them
glaze.
too, though. I
Huh?
guess I got a story with them.
I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, I would expect you to run out of the strawberry or chocolate or
Cause
something
you don't
because
order a lot.
you probably don't make a lot of those, but you ain't got no more glaze.
No
Like, and
glaze.
then I'm talking about they be mad with it too. We ain't got no more.
Yeah, we out, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I had a situation with them too. And Dunkin' Donuts don't call us unless you want us to do some sponsorship.
Right.
We'll do a nice little commercial spot for you. Well,
Right.
as of right now, y'all at the front of the congregation.
That's right.
So I goes in there early one morning. They open up at 5, right? So I'm sitting there. And
Mm-hmm.
mind you, there's a coffee shop. So I
Mm-hmm.
order a coffee, right? I'm waiting on the girl said, "Oh, I forgot. I ain't made no coffee yet."
Come on, bro.
I was just at the
You a coffee shop and no coffee.
coffee shop. Ain't
That's
nobody
like me going to Chick-fil-A ask for some chicken tenders or some chicken strips, a chicken place with no strips.
and
Like,
nobody started the coffee, doc. That's what I said. You know what? I started to walk out. I said, you know what? I done paid for it. Now, cause you would think with somebody would get in, say,
mm-hmm,
open up at 5. You think they would get there at 4:45 or
mm-hmm,
4:40 just to get stuff
right.
started. I get in there. I kid you not. Whoever delivered their donuts, right? I get in there
Mm-hmm,
one morning.
mm-hmm,
They had everybody was so late. They hadn't even put no donuts in the window yet. They were still.
right.
I'm like, yo, y'all ain't put no. You know what? I was gonna order some different. I said, you know what?
Mm-hmm,
I just saw some glaze. Just let me get 2 of them. Dog. They got them
right.
off. They turned around and got them off the racks off the top,
Mm-hmm.
and they ain't even put them in the window yet. I'm
I'm
just like,
surprised. I'm surprised it had some calls. Mine went like this. Pull up to the window to the to the thing, right? My man was like, Duncan, that's all he said. I'm like, well, I'm waiting on you to ask me what I need,
you said
Duncan.
Duncan.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, let me get some glaze. We ain't got no more.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta do better, man.
Yeah, man.
Telling
They
you,
got to
y'all
do
gotta
better,
do.
man. So damage control.
Yeah, you can't
You
even
got
go out
Yeah, you
because
got to do all of that
yep,
because of
for sure.
who you got at customer service. You know what I'm saying? So it make your business look bad on the main front,
Yep.
pretty much. So, you know,
All
suffering,
I'm saying.
suffering the success.
All I'm saying before we get out of here, man, y'all listen. It's no reason why you should be at the top. It's lonely at the top. It ain't no way you should be lonely at the top if you training the right people to go with you. It ain't no way.
But I
Uh,
left this out.
go ahead.
They always want to get paid on Friday though.
No,
But
they gon' and get mad if they don't or
they don't want
Thursday.
like real quick. I know we're ready to get
Oh
out of
no,
here.
go ahead. You got it.
What make us with the customer service? Like, I mean, we just come out with customer service. We just ain't gonna do. We want to work the front desk.
Mm-hmm.
Then we don't want to answer the phone,
Yep.
and then we don't want to help. Give directions of who you need to see or speak with or whatever.
Yep.
And then we want to get paid on Friday.
Yep. And I think that comes from like I said, is like man, I hate to say it, but it I don't hate to say it. It just comes from lack of respect, like for
Mhm.
the parents The parents ain't taught them right.
Yeah.
Because you think about growing up in our day.
But we had strap back then though.
Yeah, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't have it now
Yeah.
because you got all these rules. You can't hit your child but 2 times in one spanking or all these other.
No. I
Back in
told
the day,
my
you get
well, I don't have to deal with that, but I
yeah.
told mine, I said, I tell you what, when I put this strap on you, I used to have to put it on. I tell you what, I said, well, I ain't got to now though, but if I put this strap on, I said, I wish you would call the police or 911 talking about,
She lying.
how what they call it, what the child service,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
I wish you would call. I said, when they call, I'm gonna tell them take all your clothes with you.
you take her
You can take them on down to the station with you.
for
I
sure.
ain't come. I ain't coming to get you. Your mama might come get you, but I ain't.
But I'm not. But that's the
But I ain't.
thing, though.
But I ain't. But I ain't leaving my house either. This
That's
is
the
my
thing.
house.
Home training, though.
Yeah.
You gotta train right. But a lot of these kids out, they talk back to their parents. You know they gonna
Oh
talk
yeah.
back on the
Oh yeah.
phone or act the way they act. It's
Yep.
just what it is. Hey, listen. Thank y'all for joining.
Yes, sir.
Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Daryl. Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. And we on the radio, y'all. We on that radio. Y'all know what it is.
Sir. Yes, sir.
MBRadio.us.
Yes, sir.
Military Broadcast Radio with Man Talk 133 with Shaw and Daryl. Until next time, we out. We
Y'all.
gone, y'all. Peace.